Alright, so this is Let's Break It with the cheesiest strats we can possibly do. Let's make Demon Souls look really easy. Now the first thing for this is we're not going to go through 1-1 like normal, we're actually going to get Strava killed. And there's two reasons for why we're doing it this way. One, I want the Molosseum key that he drops, so he has to die, because I want to get the Demon Brant that you need that key for. But also, I don't want to kill him, because if I kill him, that will lower my character tendency, and we want to get our character tendency to pure white, so that obviously wouldn't be good for that. If he dies by that fire, the game considers him dying to the environment, not us killing him. So, just a few nudges, an accidental punch, just a few nudges, and Ostrava is dead. So now we have that key. Excellent. So we'll be doing two exploits here. A lot of people fear this Red-Eye Spearman in 1-1, but if you pick the Royal and you have enough mana to spam Soul Arrow, he's not a threat at all, because as you can see, you can literally just do this. I even almost screw up here because I backed too far away. You will eventually break his guard just by spamming, and then get big damage in, and you can literally just keep spamming and backing up, and kill him that way. Easy peasy. So there's one difficult enemy out of the way. Now, the next thing is, well, how the hell are you going to kill Old King Doran at the beginning of the game? Or at least weaken him, because you can get the sword without killing him. But still, how are we even going to do damage to him? He's one of the... I think he's actually the tankiest enemy in the game. Well, we have an exploit for that too. And it involves manipulating his aggro. Because Old King Doran has a... I think it happens for a lot of enemies, but it's most effective on him, where if he gets too far away from his like starting patrol area, he will try to go back there and he will lose aggro on you. He will just focus on trying to get back to his starting location. And while he's doing that, he obviously won't attack you because he's just trying to return to his zone. So if you can lure him away and keep him out of his starting zone while he's in that mode, then you can pretty much do whatever you want to him. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to keep luring him away until I see him start to back away. Because when I see him back away, that means he's de-aggroed. He's no longer trying to attack me, and he's just trying to return to his zone. And it usually happens right around here. Okay, so now he's not aggroed on me. He's just trying to return to his zone. So I got to be quick here, though, because if he gets too far away, he'll aggro again on me and kill me. So I'm going to start pushing, or in this case headbutting, because I don't have a weapon equipped. Because now, if I keep him out of his zone, he will never aggro again. He will stay unaggroed and only try to return to his starting area. And I'm not letting him do that. So the next thing is, now what do I do with him that I have him? Well, knock him off a cliff. Almost there. And I don't want to fall off the cliff myself. And Doran is dead. So now we have access to his entire armor set, the Eternal Warrior's Ring, and the Demon Brant. And the thing we're after the most is the Demon Brant, because that opens up a lot of cheesy possibilities. Alright, so now to kill Felix. Nothing different here, just throwing fire bombs. Can't use Turpentine because of the Demon Brant, but it really doesn't matter because the Demon Brant does a lot of damage, even without all the stats to wheel it. It's like one-shotting the hoplites. Yep. So that went pretty easy. So next thing we're going to do is 4-1, but this isn't like doing 4-1 as you normally would, because we have a ridiculous amount of health for this point in the game, because killing Doran gives you a ton of souls. Way more souls than you would normally have at this point in the game. So all I raised was just enough strength and dex to wield the Demon Brant while two-handing, then everything else was in the vitality. I think I already have like 20 vitality, which is a ridiculous amount. So basically these skeletons pretty much can't kill me. So this level is so easy, so much easier than it would normally be at this point. Like, I want to see how much damage I do if I get hit at some point, because it will be almost nothing. And as you can see, I'm almost one-shotting these skeletons with this weapon that isn't even upgraded yet. Well, this weapon doesn't upgrade, but it does get powered up in a different kind of way, which we'll be seeing soon. The main reason I want to do this level now is because I need two things. We need this, the Talisman of God, because we're eventually going to get second chance, because why not? It's one of the most overpowered abilities in this game. And we also want Soul Remains, because to power up the Demon Brand, we need to kill the unique name Black Phantoms. And Soul Remains basically lets us cheese them for free and basically kill them with absolutely no difficulty. So we can then power up our Demon Brand really, really quickly, really, really fast, and get like one of the most powerful weapons you could possibly want for extremely minimal stat investment, which will then allow us to absolutely jack up our vitality to the point where we'll be super tanky. Like, look at that. I took almost no damage from that. And that's the enemy's strongest attack. So yeah, as you can see, like, we're already completely out-leveling the content. So you have to skip to bypass the level. And then now we'll be doing Educator. Educator is going to be really easy, because normally I'd have the Crescent Falchion at this point, but Demon Brand is already out-damaging that, I believe, even with its like lowest amount of power. Or at least the base power it'll have with neutral character tendency. Because technically it can be weaker if you have negative character tendency. Like, I think we knock him down in like 3 hits, 4 hits. And there he goes. Yeah, look at that damage. Pretty strong. And yeah, Educator's gonna go down real quick. And just like that, he's done. Easy peasy. So next thing we're gonna do is kill Black Phantom Eraldo. I just got into pure black by suiciding with a bunch of duped Emperor, and now we're already using those Soul Remains to completely cheese this area. Soul Remains are ridiculously powerful. And yeah, these are pretty tanky enemies, and we can kill them pretty easily. So killing Black Phantom Eraldo will power up our weapon considerably. And yeah, I'm just using Soul Remains to basically get completely free hits. Look at that. Jesus. Alright, so now Black Phantom Eraldo will be a little harder, because she rolls around, she's a little more erratic. But Soul Remains should make this a lot easier than it would normally be. Basically let you cheese the Phantoms. And that's what this playthrough is all about. Doing everything the cheesiest, most exploitive way possible. Yeah, I really need the backstab though, because while this is a powerful weapon, it hasn't been powered up yet, so it's not quite the scale of an enemy of a unique name Black Phantom. Because they're basically intended to be the most endgame enemies. You're supposed to fight them like before you finish a playthrough. But with Soul Remains, you can make the fight really easy and just cheese the hell out of them. Interesting thing about Black Phantom Eraldo is that she drops the Guillotine Axe, which is not the only way you can get that weapon. There are other places where you can farm it, where I believe every other Black Phantom, a unique name Black Phantom, drops a weapon that is completely unique and can only be gotten by killing them. Although the Talisman of Beast can be gotten another way, but it's also another unique thing. It can't be farmed. You have to do a quest line for that. But I believe the... Actually, no, that's not true. Satsuki drops the Hiltless, right? Which you also just get in 4-2. So I guess it's really only the Blind from Celine and the Prophecy Full from Rydell. So now we're up to 288 attack rating. Not bad. So now we're going to kill Satsuki, and we're going to use the same gimmicky, cheesy strat that we used to kill Meralda. Soul Remains the hell out of him. Do have to be careful though, because unlike Meralda, he does a ton of damage if he hits you. So that's something we got to be careful about. I mean, it won't one-shot us because we have a ton of vitality, but he'll do a considerable amount of damage. So just got to be careful about that. That's really the only thing we have to worry about. Like, see, a lot of damage, but we can heal. Right there, you get a good demonstration of just how ridiculously overpowered soul remains are. They will change their attack angle mid-trajectory. And I keep getting hit because I'm getting hit by the backswing of his attack somehow. And he heals, making this annoying. Yeah, that's the one thing about Satsuki being annoying. He can heal. He has New Moongrass, I believe. Actually, I think it's Dark Moon. Yeah, I think it's actually Dark Moongrass. I think people tested that. That it will actually heal status elements. But really, he's honestly one of the easier BPs if you know how to counter the healing. You just have to be aggressive when he's low on health because he'll just try to roll away. Thing is, though, he has a really bad moveset because he uses the... I think he uses the... I want to say it's the Hiltless, but it doesn't hurt him. I don't remember, but it's the Katana moveset, and he doesn't use it very well. He uses a lot of R2s, which is a really bad idea. And even then, when he does R1s, you can just block and circle strafe backstab him. So he's actually a very simple fight. Like, I'd say Skaveer is probably much harder because if you're not prepared, his various magic can be a lot harder to counter. Like, his fireball is very dangerous. And is he going to die? Yeah, like right here, he's just trying to heal, so I'm just chasing him down. And there we go. Now we're up to 200 weight. It's going to jump up. It's going to... 336 attack rating. Not bad. In the Hiltless. Alright, so before this segment, where I'm trying to glitch to Armored Spider, I killed off Old Hero and Storm King. Figured why not, because Old Hero, I basically cheese him even with my normal strategies, and Storm King is Storm King. So here, I'm exploiting to get the free kill on Armored Spider, because again, cheesiest playthrough you could possibly do. And we warped in the 2-2, died, and we should appear in his boss room. And there we go. So that's Armored Spider dead. And so now that we're in 2-2, we can kill Skaveer to power up our Demon Brant even more. And just like before, super cheese strats, because easy peasy with those soul remains. Skaveer has a lot of health though, so it takes you a while, even in like quadruple speed. And there he goes. And our attack rating is now 384. So now we're getting 3-1 out of the way because another really easy boss. And while we were here, we saved Sage Frake because we need Poison Cloud to do some more cheesing later. And our weapon's already strong enough to where we can just cheese Fool's Idol just like that. Now for Leech Meyer, again, not much to say here. We have such a ridiculous amount of vitality that 5-1 is just so easy. Like, we take no damage, and Leech Meyer's gonna die so fast. Like, look at how little damage we take. We have second chance now, so yep, another easy fight. And now that we have Poison Cloud, we can also cheese Flame Lurker. So all we have to do is that since we have the Thief Ring, just sneak up behind him and cast Poison Cloud. Simple as that. It takes a while because it takes quite a while to tick through all his life with poison. But yeah, it's another free win, as I'll show right here. Yep, and let's skip ahead to where his health is all but gone. And he's just going to stand there and eventually die. Oh. And there we go. So that's Flame Lurker for you. Very difficult boss. Alright, so I just killed Dragon God before this segment. With the amount of life I have in second chance, I basically couldn't lose. And also, pretty much the same thing's going to happen here because I'm going to do a ton of damage to Tower Knight. And he's going to do almost no damage to me. So this is basically a free win at this point. Like, oh my god, that damage. And this weapon isn't even fully powered. And yeah, that's Gonna end that. Oh, wait, it's a tiny bit of life. And yeah, that'll do it. Another boss down. Pretty easy. Oh. Oh, he's gonna fall. Oh! And our cheese strat for man-eaters is shooting arrows through the fog wall. This is just a normal short bow. I think it's like +6. But I have so many arrows that with enough time, you know, a couple hundred arrows later, as you can see, we're at 680 something now. He'll be dying any second now. Now, you can only kill the first one by doing this. But the thing is with man-eaters, they're really reliant on there being the threat of 2 of them. One man-eater is really not that hard. And again, with the cheesy as fuck build we have, we'll do so much damage that the second one will be so easy by himself. As we'll see in just a second. This thing should die any second now. Doing 10, there he goes. Alright, so, make sure our thief ring's not equipped. And go back to our standard gear setup. So now, we only have to kill 1 man-eater. And the best part is he's going to fly right to us because he's just going to come to our location, which is going to give us a perfect opportunity to punish him as he lands. And look at that damage. That was just 2 hits. And of course, he's going to fly away and land right back here again. So again, we're going to get another set of free hits. Here he comes. Roll out of the way of that. And the tail cut gives us more free hits, and just like that, he's dead. Easy peasy. So now it's time for Old Monk, who shouldn't be a problem at all. See how much damage you do. Alright, now I'm trying to get a backstab. That was one-handed too, which is significantly less damage than I normally do, but it still did a ton. And look at that stun lock. So much damage. His orbs didn't even have a chance to activate. Dead just like that. And again, this weapon's not even fully powered. We still haven't killed Celine in World 5. In fact, I never even bothered doing that because it wasn't necessary. So yeah, you could get even more damage out of this weapon while doing this. Now it's time for Dirty Colossus. Not really anything special here, just with the massive amount of life and second chance in this weapon, it's very unlikely that we actually die. He'd have to hit us like a ton of times. And with the damage output we have, basically can't lose. This is one of the few fights where it's not straight up cheese, but yeah, it's still pretty easy. Alright, now it's time to cheese the hell out of Manistrea. Right now I'm just killing these depraved ones to get them out of the way. So, and they give you free hits, so nothing special there. But now here, I'm going to bust out our short bow +6. And similar to man-eaters, we are just going to snipe her from afar. Get our zoom in there. And yep, you can just do this. You don't even have to deal with Garl. The only reason I wouldn't normally do this is just because this takes longer. And Garl's pretty easy. But yeah, if you don't even want to bother with Garl, you can just do this. Pretty easy. And the boss is beaten. And if you want to, just for fun, you can mess with Garl, because he will just stand there and not even do anything. Now if I go down there, Garl will talk to you as if nothing's actually happened. But he does have his head down, quite sad. So then I kind of tempt fate here a little bit. Kind of get a little greedy. But he's too slow. So, Manistrea is dead. Easy peasy. So now in the middle of 1-3, I am going to stop to save Boar, because that will allow us to cheese the fuck out of Penetrator. Because Boar will jump in that fight, and there are times where he'll just wreck Penetrator. Other times he won't, but even worst case scenario, he he will basically distract Penetrator, basically making the boss a free win, because you can pretty much just walk up behind Penetrator and get free hits in. So it's Penetrator time. And right as we come in here, you're going to see Boar here. And we're just going to let him distract Penetrator. And Boar's pretty tanky, as you can see. He can take a lot of hits. Right here, I was giving Boar a chance to do some damage. And as you can see, he does pretty good damage. Like, he's already taken considerable amount of life off Penetrator. So yeah, if you bring Boar into the fight, you pretty much can't lose. I actually just accidentally hit Boar. That's pretty much the only thing you have to be careful about. Because if you hit him too much, he will aggro on you. But yeah, as you can see, like, this is, like, impossible to lose at this point. Like, Boar himself has already done, like, half of Penetrator's life. And right here, I'm just kind of, you know, just wandering around, because Boar will shoot at him and stuff. You can pretty much just be very passive, and you pretty much don't have anything to worry about. Boar will jump back in there, take the aggro off you, let you get free hits behind him like this. And actually just kill Penetrator while he's doing that. That gives you tons of free hits. Easy fight with Boar. And the only thing that leaves left is Old King Allant. And just with Flame Lurker, we're just going to Poison Cloud him. The only thing we're going to do here is we're going to go over here. We're going to wait for Allant to turn around. Then we're going to sneak up on him and we're going to cast Poison Cloud, and we've just beaten Demon Souls. We've hardly fought any of the bosses actually legit. And yep, just like that. Oh, there we go. And he's almost dead. Just a little bit more. And yeah, that's Demon Souls getting completely cheesed. Doing every dirty exploit in the book. I think the only thing I didn't do is I think there's I forget if how to do it, but there's a way to skip Old Hero. But not really necessary. He's a very easy boss. But other than that, yeah, you can pretty much beat Demon Souls without actually doing any of the difficult parts if you want. Not that hard to do. And with a build like this, you can be so tanky with really good damage. It almost feels like a cheat, but it's, you know, it's all technically legit. Like, even without doing the dupe glitch, which I did use, you can do all of the things in this video. And look at that HP slowly dwindle. Slowly, slowly, slowly dwindle. And any second now. So close. Cast another Poison Cloud. Hey, we beat Demon Souls. We're amazing at video games. We stood still for a while. And that is Demon Souls completely broken with cheese. GG.